Hi you guys, it's Lynnea with a video for Simon Hurley Create, and today I'm going to be pulling together a couple of my favorite products from Simon's line and creating a Christmas card. So let's get started here with the Backsplash Stencil. I've used some pixie spray on the back, just sprayed it lightly and let it sit for about a minute, and then I tacked on just a regular piece of 110-pound cardstock. And I'm going to be blending on some inks. So I have the Later Gator ink for my green and the Bee Sting ink for my red from the Simon Hurley Create line. And you know, green and red don't really mix together, so I'm using my blending brushes and I'm making sure that where the colors meet, I'm not overlapping them too much so that I don't get a muddy brown color. Once I'm done blending the ink over my stencil, I'm just going to use a towel and wipe off the excess ink from the top of the stencil. Then I'm going to put this back into, this is just like my mixed media box. I do any of my spraying, stenciling and such in here. And I'm going to spray it with some glitter dust from Thermoweb. This just gives a nice shine, and I love how this stencil is not a Christmas stencil, but I love how using the inks together, the red and the green along with the glitter spray, makes it such a Christmassy background, and it's so shimmery and pretty. I love the Bestest Friends stamp set. Those little bears are just the cutest, and so I grabbed that one that is, his hands are kind of folded in towards the center, and the present from the Caroling Squad stamp set fits in between his little paws absolutely perfectly. So I stamped out the bear as well as a bunch of the presents. He's going to be holding one, and then a couple of them I'm going to be putting around him on my card. And I'm just going to be doing some really simple alcohol marker coloring. For the bear, I'm using the gold brown blend, and because these colors are super light, I think my marker's running out, I need to re-ink it. I did start by coloring that lightest color first, and then I'll go in with my dark to my medium and then back to my light. And I actually used that same blend on the stomach, but I omitted the darkest color and just used the medium and the light. So just using 3 markers, I got the 2 different color tones for the bear. The presents are small. I love coloring small images because they don't require a lot of blending. I'm not particularly good at coloring, so these images are right up my alley. I just colored them with shades of green and red and white, keeping them pretty classic Christmas colors to match my background. So once I had them all colored, I cut them out with my scissors, and I just started playing around with the arrangement. And as I was looking at this, I wanted my card to have a little bit of a border. So I grabbed some stitched rounded rectangle dies, and I'm playing around deciding which size I want. And in the end, I decided to play it safe and cut the bigger one. And if I didn't like it, I could cut it down again with the smaller one. But I actually ended up liking the larger stitched rectangle die. So I ran that through my die cutting machine, and now I'm just going to stamp a sentiment. And this Merry Christmas sentiment is from the Caroling Squad stamp set. I love the sentiments in that stamp set. That is a staple for me for my Christmas cards this year. This card is pretty much finished. I'm just going to start adhering my elements on. So I popped up my bear with some foam squares. I'm going to pop up that little present, and look how perfectly it fits in between his paws. So cute. It's like these were made for each other. I'm just going to adhere my presents down. Some of them will be with liquid glue, and I will pop some of them up for a bit of dimension as well. And then I'm going to come in with my Spectrum Noir clear shimmer overlay brush pen and just give a bit of sparkle to the presents and to the nose and the belly on the bear. And that finishes my card. You can head over to my blog for some still photos and get some product links so you can pick up these Simon Hurley Create products for yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!